Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today the random button has returned to me. It loves me again. But we've randomed the Lost. So, the Lost it shall be. The Lost is pretty tough, obviously. But here we have it. Hopefully this is a good seed. Kex 7 something something something. Should be fun, right? So the first orders of business are to get rid of the D4 so that I don't accidentally use it at some point and lose my Holy Mantle, and then play well. So we have Flight and Spectral Tears as the Lost. It's good stuff. Holy Mantle means we can get hit once in every room and it will not harm us. It won't count as us getting hit for anything except the stopwatch. And the miter is a worthless item for us. Sadly, I can't re-roll it into a more useful item because the Holy Mantle is on our item tracker and thus would get re-rolled as well. So, moral of the story is, can't get hit. Prefer not to get hit once in any room, but technically can do that. But can't really get hit. Make the best of it. Flight and Spectral Tears is good. All Devil Room items will be free. So there's not really a reason not to take all of them. Except some of them. But like even the most annoying ones aren't really going to be a big deal. It's not like I'm going to get screwed by the annoyance of that stupid dagger thing. I don't remember what it's called. Oh well. I've repressed it from my memory temporarily. So this is actually a pretty tough first boss. We were going to be fighting Famine, but then the game decided, well, 10% chance to instead fight Headless Horseman for any regular Horseman of the Apocalypse. So we're going to do that instead. That sounds much better to me. Alright, cool. So we killed the hard part of this boss now. Oh, we are going to get a pony for this. Pony's actually kind of useful, since it gets rid of my current active item. It is a speed up, and it makes it so that, that's fine, I can do an invincible charge to damage some enemies and stuff. It's useful, like I said. It's a good dude. Unlimited keys for the floor. Sure. Those all have the drop pools of poops. So, may as well check for money or something. I look weird with legs. Context. Of course, soul hearts are not useful. I can pick them up, though. If I, like, really want that soul heart. I can go pick it up for absolutely no reason if I want. I just don't. It's one of them time-wasty things that I just don't have a reason to do. So that was going to be the secret room. And I figured it would also kill enough of the dudes in that room that it was worth doing. Basically, I'll be checking tinted rocks until I get the small rock, and then I'll probably stop checking tinted rocks, because that's really the only useful thing you get out of them with the Lost. So missing page 2 is worthless. It'll do nothing this run. And I'm just going to leave it at that because this is the Lost. So if an item doesn't do anything for the Lost, I'm just going to say it doesn't do anything and move on. Lusty Blood does do something, though. Within a room, anytime I kill an enemy, I gain some damage for the rest of the room. It's the old Bloody Lust. So that has moderate use. Depends on the room, but some rooms in this game are pretty good for it. It's much better in this game than it was in the original, because there are a lot more enemies and a lot more rooms. And you can see us gaining tier size and turning redder. So we'll get 3 damage ups from this room. This is actually like a moderately... Nice. I was hoping that it would be doing enough damage to kill them, but I wasn't sure, so I just took the chance. But we've still got our Holy Mantle up. 3 ticks of damage up from that should be enough to make pretty quick work of the Haunt. That's actually the scariest part of this fight by far. This won't do anything for us. Okay. So not a good start. We didn't get to lock in Devil Rooms by taking something at the cost of the health that we don't actually have to pay. But, like, it still locks in for the Lost, so it would have been great if we had gotten to do that. But no luck. So now we might get Angel Rooms, which is probably enough to screw us over. Unless we finally get Godhead for the first time in like a year. I haven't seen Godhead in ages. I would like to. I've seen Sacred Heart a couple times though. Like, you know, every so often I get screwed into Angel Rooms and lo and behold, it's Sacred Heart. Never Godhead though. I assume I get credit if any enemy dies. Like how it killed that thing. Wow. So either one of these walls could have a secret room. I think that maybe the left one does for the top secret room, but at the same time it's not that likely because it's not that close to the boss. And there are probably a lot more opportunities for there to be a top secret room elsewhere. So it's probably just like, well, it could be here, but it's not actually going to be. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. I don't have that many bombs anyway. Okay, this is like tough. Thank you. Because I don't really want to get too in there relative to those dudes because they'll hit me. Okay, so all of the ones that shoot explodey bombs can kill the ones that don't shoot explodey bombs. Never mind. Guess not. I was pretty sure they could, because that's how I usually play this room, but apparently not now. Maybe it's situational or something. But you can see how much it helped that I had Lusty Blood there. Okay, I want multiple things from this. So this removes floor curses and gives me a black heart, but there's no black heart for the Lost. Okay, this could help. Please just be money. Well, I don't have a trinket, so it helps. This is every time I pick up a coin, there's a 50% chance for it to be worth 1 more cent than usual. No, thank you. This looks good, though. Alright, so we're looking for 6 cents. 6 cents would be real nice. Could get the key. Could also get the... Wow. Card. Because I want to know what that card is. If it's Joker, that's really useful. Haven't found the item room yet, and I don't have a charge for my use item. I want that for my... boss fight. Don't want to have to deal too much with not having invincibility in the case that I might need to get away. This is a potentially bad room. Could be fun. You know. Looks like it's going fine. Key, that's what I need. That saves me 5 cents potentially. Can you drop a coin? I can't hit you. There you go. It all worked out in the end. The bomb, I can bomb the machine if I have to. I also want to bomb for a magic mushroom though. We'll see what's in this item room. And if I get a coin for this room, which would be really nice. I didn't. Alright, there's the top secret room. So that item is the compass, map, or blue map. In this case it was the blue map, which was the only one of the things that it could be that was useful. I misplaced it. Good. Well, so much for my dreams. My dreams are dead. That's fine. Who needs it? None of that did anything for me, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright. So as long as you stay between the rocks, the only thing I have to worry about is the eyes, which I can't knock back enough to change their directions, unless maybe if I hit them a few times in a row. But Peep is one of my worst fights, and this room makes it much more doable. I need you to go more upward, dude. Thank you. Makes me uncomfortable when you go too much towards one edge or the other of the rock pillar with which we are dealing. So there, we're getting there. So the sad thing about this fight is, of course, well, got wrecked by those things. As you notice, they have much larger hitboxes than their sprites when they collide with themselves or the boss. Boss, no, 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 no. With this, I am uncomfortable. So yeah, their improperly placed hitboxes are actually, like, really inconvenient. Because that could have killed me and I would have just, you know, you don't know where their hitboxes are exactly. Well, here's the magic mushroom at least. All stats up, includes a 1.5 damage multiplier. I could fight that boss challenge room, but I don't honestly want to. I mean, like, I want to know what's in the thing, but I don't want to take the chance. Still, that was a very good pickup. Note that it doesn't have a tears up. It says all stats up, but it's lying. And none of the all stats up include, like, shot speed, luck, some of the more useful stats that you might want. Stop jumping. For goodness sake. So you do actually have to dodge these, because I do believe that they hit where their shadow is going to be, hitbox-wise, and then they teleport. Just a little thing to keep in mind. I wasn't just pointlessly dodging as far as I know. Little chubby, not that great, but not bad either. Charges with my tears, does 3.5 damage per hit, hits pretty frequently. And that's about it. I always do that. I don't think I'm going to kill them, and then I move to the side, and then they die, and then I get hit by their tears, or almost get hit by their tears. It's a gift, I tell you, a gift. Just because it's free. I will take that nickel. Put it to the best use I can. Alright. Good to be stocking up on keys again. Not have to skip any rooms that we're interested in. Like, this time this shop is very viable. Top secret room's probably right here. Even if they spit the poison stuff at me, I'm flying, so I'm double flying, honestly. Can't use that either. Found our shop. Good stuff. And it's greed. Good stuff. Okay, so I can just kill his minions until I have tons of damage. But I'm also not worried about that. So, Steam sale, all shops are half off. Sometimes that's rounded up, sometimes it's rounded down. Depends on the type of item. Gertie's good because we get a bunch of enemies that can give us damage up. So we don't have to be slow for too long here. It's a good life. So, little Steve shoots homing tears. Dead Cat is a huge pickup. Gives me 9 respawns at... Well, it gives me 9 respawns. Which is valuable. Sadly, this was useless, but it's free. So it's all good. Free is how you know it's the good kind of stuff. In this case, at least. So I didn't take the other item because the other item is legitimately worthless for the Lost, but also because I don't like it. Because it's legitimately basically worthless for everyone. It's not actually worthless, but it's basically worthless. Because it's just so bad. But for the Lost, it does nothing. And it's not going to appear again, so it didn't matter. Useless item. That's my only, like, real problem with the Lost. Well, okay, there are 2. So many items are just utterly useless, and there's nothing you can do about them. And the D4 rerolls the Holy Mantle. So, like, I liked the D4 when it was just the D4 that got added, and then they added the Holy Mantle as one of the Greed Machine unlocks. And I was, you know, I didn't really support that. It makes the Lost very consistently playable, but it invalidates the D4, or the D4 invalidates it. So the Lost has 2 incompatible things at the start. And that's just dumb, to me. So this allows me to hold 2 cards, or pills, or one of each. And this allows me to throw a fire. It does 23 damage per hit. It hits a bunch of times. And the fire will stay there until it either blocks enough tears or damages an enemy enough times. It's not as good as the candle, but it is still good. I do like me some red candle. It's also not consistent at blocking tears, which is part of why I hate it. I don't hate it, but, like, tears will go straight through it on the regular and not be destroyed. So it's just like, I want to count on you, but I can't. So I just don't trust it. The candle's a little better about that. But I don't trust it either because it's not perfect. You know, it doesn't work every time. Candle in the original game did work every time. That was not where I wanted to find myself. Okay. We've been to both things that matter. We're still on, like, prospective boss rush pace, technically. Like, it's not gonna happen, but theoretically it could. Stop it, war, please. Thank you. Now I'm just going to drag you through the fires and the flames. Okay. Both of these are good. Okay. So we got the Death's Touch, 1.5 damage up, 0.3 tears down, larger tears that pierce enemies. And we got the Contract from Below, which makes it so that room drops are doubled. I get 1 extra of any room drop I get. It's real good. Oh, good. I'm gonna die. Anyway. This item, when it hits enemies, sets them on fire for damage over time. But it has a chance, based on your luck as well, to explode, leaving a fire much in the style of the red candle. But it doesn't destroy tears. Its damage is based on your damage, I think. Still doesn't damage you. It stays a while. It doesn't, like, limit itself. It's limited by time rather than hit count or anything of the sort. This is not worth it. This is now worth it. So I want both of these. This because it blocks tears. 15 damage on contact. The Ball of Bandage is 7 on contact. This one turns into a speed up if I get another thing that modifies my speed, and since I just gave up a speed up to pick up the red candle, this is pretty worth. Like, this has some serious value available. So it's good. Another greed. At least this one wasn't 2 in a row. That honestly just felt like that makes me okay with it. So since I can hold 2 cards, I have 2 devil cards now. They don't stack with each other, but they do offer 2 damage up on use. Just use them at separate occasions, and what's not to love? I'll come back to check what that is. The world. Okay, so I do want that. I want to keep it. Okay, so now I know where stuff is. This is good. Check out the secret room because I can. Alright, I have 90 cents and nothing to do with it. I wouldn't bet on that one. I wouldn't bet on this one either, actually. Neither of these are prime top secret room real estate, but that one was prime enough. So sadly, I can either be doing melee damage or I can be doing tier damage. I can't risk both because I'll just blow myself up and cause myself death. Okay. Melee damage is probably better. It's safer. Okay. Worked out. I swear though, left is just not cool about that room. That would have been bad, but remember I do have 9 respawns, so mistakes are a little less punishing than they normally would be. Still haven't found the small rocks, so I could care about tinted rocks. So, something to keep in mind. Oh, by the way, the explosion does double my damage when the fire activates. But I don't know about the fire itself. Might also do double my damage for all I know. Okay. This is gonna reclose like once, and then it's just going to give up. Because that's what always happens. They used to be good, and now they're bad. It's fine, though. They're fun for the 2 seconds you get to play with them now. And then you once again realize that they're actually a waste of your time and resources. And then you can cry. Like we all do. So I probably won't use the map until the cathedral. If I can help it. By which I mean if I can stop myself. Yeah, so that, depending on your hitbox size, is absolutely undodgeable if you don't go down immediately. Which, you know, it didn't used to be. It used to always not hit you. And I don't know what they did to change that. Like, that's a very strange thing to have different. Because even with Magic Mushroom, that didn't hit you before. And I don't know why. Why it now does. But, you know, I have the lives to deal with it. So, I just ate 1 respawn. This room's actually, like, not cool. Almost blew myself up there. But we livin'. I'm glad to not have to redo that room. That would be a really sucky room to redo. I think you need like 20, 22 luck to get always explosions. So actually getting that is... It's an effort. And it is truly hilarious, though, when it does happen. But don't do that as the Lost. I would recommend against it. There another one? Sure is. Okay, so this could get me another pony that I don't need anymore. Okay, good. Damage that I couldn't avoid. At the time, of course. If you're over the rocks, they won't hit you. But, yeah. Cool. Victory is mine. We actually got a devil room, and betrayal is here, and it's useless. Sister Maggie shoots regular tears. I'm skipping betrayal on principle. This one can't be that one room. Oh, but it can be that one room. Oh, boy. No, it's nice because I gain damage as I kill dudes, so this gets easier. Sadly, it was a dead end, which, does, well, it does help me. Good start. I mean, this is a very easy room, though, with piercing and damage up. That should have hit me. See what you got. I wouldn't reroll my build, because, again, that would get rid of Holy Mantle, which would be not the smart thing to get rid of, generally speaking. Yeah, so I don't actually want to be near them at all, because that's how I get blown up and killed. You guys want to not... Thanks. Okay. This is going well enough. And I had to open my mouth. I swear, if I didn't ever mention the map, I would find the boss more consistently. I say that, but that's probably not true. Because it knows when I think about the map. It knows all of my deepest, darkest fears. plays to them all. Normally, though, my deepest, darkest fear is winning, so joke's on you, video game. Okay, so this is the hardest part of the fight, especially when my tears are going to explode on me. But now we should be good. Okay, I need you to die. Thanks. Of course it went the other way, but somehow that didn't hit me. That would have hit me on any other character, and I don't know what's up with that. I'm not fighting Hush, I'm sorry. This is both not a good run for it, and I'm lost. Hey, we didn't get the unfair attack. I just tried to play for the contact damage too much. It was not the smartest thing I've ever done. No, don't do that. Okay, there you go. You're dead. Okay. Don't do that. I'm gonna bomb out of this room, I'm thinking. Okay, now just don't mess this room up, which you're well on course for doing. It's, you know, we're almost there. That's really unfortunate, but at least I have the extra bomb to do this again. But it did finish. So on the plus side, I didn't have to do that room again. So the Isaac fight's going to be pretty tough. I make no assurances that I make it through this alive. And that kind of is why the angelic babies really suck. And so does that. I'm not, like, surprised, but I did think that that one in particular wouldn't hit me, based on positioning and stuff. But angelic babies are the real problem here. That attack, it hits me sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. Like, that should have hit me. Oh, well, I walked right through that one. But if I were in my normal position, that one would have hit me regardless. So it all works out. The fire is really helpful. Okay. Fortunately, we did make it to the easy part of this fight, which is everything after the angelic babies. So we do get to go to the chest. We still have like 6 respawns or something. Pretty good. And none of this is particularly appealing. Bobby bomb, homing bombs, 5 more bombs. This bounces around the room. Gives enemies that it touches random status effects, chance to reroll items that it goes over. This causes me to charge up my tears up to a burst of 4, which is actually pretty good. And since I'm the Lost, it'll never activate its negative effect of teleporting me out of the room when I get hit while charging, because Holy Mantle doesn't count, and I can't do that. I'm dead if I get hit. Sadly, this room is just like total garbage. Belongs not in this game. So there's that. You guys want to die? Thank you. Don't know how I made it through that. That one probably shouldn't have worked out. Wow. Should be dead. I guess I should have gotten hit, not died. As I have to keep in mind that I do regain the Holy Mantle every room. Ow. Be nice if I got some items. Because the starter items in the chest were, you know, pretty underwhelming. Nothing I can get out of this room is valuable at all, so... Just gonna get it done. Okay. Thank you, familiars, for helping me out here. And shooting that bomb away from me because I can't do it myself. Aw, don't be like that. That shouldn't have worked. I'm gonna take the card. Well, if only I had known. Still, maybe I'll get a drop at some point. I would use that, but there's no error room anymore. And the problem is its teleport would take me away from my candle, which I very much need. It's a useless item right there. So no value in picking it up or not. Actually, you know what? I don't think I've gotten one, so I wouldn't want to get it from one of these chests right here. So now we get 4 items out of this, none of which useful. Actually, this is useful, but it's too far behind me for it to actually be useful. Blocks tears. When it does so, chance for it to activate an Necronomicon effect to damage everything. This tracks useless tears on the ground. They do basically no damage. It's piercing tears and a shot speed up. And this will do nothing for me because... actually, it might activate with Holy Mantle, which would be horrible. But it should do nothing for me. This also blocks tears, does damage to enemies on a minor scale. But really it's just for blocking tears. Alright. This is going well though. This is not what I wanted to see. I didn't want this to be a dead end. So we can stock up on some damage up, which is good. And then we're in the clear. Thank you. Shoot slowing tears. Found the boss, but we're blocked by a really, really bad room. Looks like we're gonna make it out though. So all the problems kind of weren't problems. So now we've got both tier blocking things in the way of tears hitting me. Which is very good. And there's a lot of fire between me and the boss. That was a good teleport for the boss to take because it left the dry baby still between me and it. This one less so, but shouldn't matter too much. Should be about to win right there. And we won with the lost. No big deal. Just gotta play a little carefully sometimes. If you're having trouble with the lost, just get the Holy Mantle first. That's kind of the big thing to do. And that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.